Hello, everybody, and welcome back for some more Forbidden West. We've finally found Minerva, put her into Gaia to activate the matrix that controls her mind. Gaia is now awake. Varl and Zoe's minds have broken a little bit further, and we've been told to explore this lab a little bit more. First, see if we can talk to Gaia a little bit.
I suggest you explore this facility, Aloy, until my initialization is complete. You will be able to improve your machine override capabilities in the lab.
Very helpful.
Apologies, Aloy. I require more time to complete my initialization. I suggest you explore this facility, Aloy, until my initialization is complete.
All right, then. Well, I guess we shall. Maybe we'll find out a little bit more about the supervillain squad. Or the Sons of Prometheus. Who may be the same person. Sons of Prometheus might not actually be Sylens. But let's see what secrets we find in this facility. Is now not nearly as red.
This was intended as the main gathering space for control center operatives.
You could fit a good number of people in here.
Or maybe just a few. To start with, you two go ahead. I'm going to poke around a bit.
Open door
This
over
would
here.
have been an access point for advanced training modules on terraforming operations. Unfortunately, those modules were deleted when the Apollo database was destroyed.
That's too bad. So this place was here all this time. Built for people who would never show up.
Why didn't they?
Remember that guy I told you about? Ted Farrow? He sabotaged things.
To say the least.
It wasn't supposed to be this way. What's this space for?
This would have been the sleeping quarters for control center operatives.
Reminds me of the bedhouse aspirants had to sleep in the night before the proving.
Really? You didn't have to sleep in tubes. It was bunks. I remember it. Yeah. Toilets. There's that. I want to search around here a bit more before I go.
Hey, Gaia? Why doesn't this door have power?
At my current operating level, I am only able to restore functionality to part of this facility.
Huh.
In time, that may change.
Got it.
So is this really going to become like a home base of sorts? Whoa. Okay, if she opened that door on her own.
Through that door is a trail that leads towards Plainsong.
So I could head back east if I need to, once we're done here.
Correct.
And that's where we came from. I see.
That door leads to the west exit. But first, we have much to discuss. After you visit the lab.
Right. So this was supposed to be a lab.
That was its intended purpose. Some of the machine data you recovered from the repair bay below us appears to be corrupted. Accessing the terminal in this room will show you how to repair and complete the override.
I'll take a look.
Oh. So we can craft this override to unlock the ability to override this machine in the wilds. Oh, can only do the scrapper right now, huh? So I need 2 more Fanghorn antlers to be able to do a Fanghorn. I need 3 Plowhorn horns. And I need 2 Widemaw tusks. Okay.
Well, I was able to repair some of the corrupted overrides. But it looks like I need data from more machine parts to fix the rest.
My initialization is complete. You may continue to explore the facility, Aloy.
I will.
When you are ready, return to the control room. We have much to discuss.
Looks like an office.
Correct. The facility was designed with a number of private offices.
I guess it's nice to have a space to call your own.
Huh. Oh. Okay. Nothing I can search out here. Alright. What was this for? Showers? Lockers? Bedrooms. This is one of the more well-preserved labs I've seen in these games. Right, those doors don't work yet.
Door won't open. Guess Gaia hasn't been able to restore access yet.
Huh.
Oh, I've been down here before. It's where I first got into the facility.
Yeah, much more helpful now that it looks a lot less red. Let me guess, this leads back up. Yep. So...
What's all this stuff for?
This facility was designed to process an immense amount of data from the terraforming system. This is where it would have been stored.
Huh. It is a very large server.
No good. Door's locked until Gaia can restore access. Looks like some kind of storage room.
Ooh. Hello. Ooh. Useful stuff. That's all for this room. It leads back up.
Guess I'll wait here.
Yeah, you do that.
There you are. Should we keep looking around?
That's what I'm doing, Varl. Ah, we need a code for this one. Good to know. And now we know, so we can just head back up. Okay. Well, I guess that's it. We've explored everything we can in this facility so far. So let's go back up to see Gaia. There we are.
Okay. Maybe it's time to talk to Gaia.
I'll leave you to it.
Thought I'd explored the base. At least explored all of it that I could. Didn't I? 3 skill points. Yeah, it's not that much. Maybe detonator with the warrior bow. Spread shot with the warrior bow. That might not be a bad thing. Bolt blaster. I don't even have one of those yet. Heavy weapon plus would kind of make sense after all the heavy weapons I used there. Quicker stamina regen, though. Low health regen. Better gains from health. Better gains from potions. I'll take the better gains from the health. Yeah, I think I'll save that skill point for now. Outfits. Utaru Whisperer. Huh. Allows me to be very stealthy, but not my style. Whole bunch of new coils, though. Gaia kernel. Found the apex scrounger. First step claw strider. First step grimhorn. Bio for Hephaestus. Now I'm just curious. Like, I thought I usually cross that off.
I might want to look around more first.
I'll come with you then.
Looks like another office.
If no one's ever been here, who built all this?
Gaia did. With the help of machines.
Aloy,
There
you
we
have
go.
now visited all accessible rooms of the facility.
Well, that that was that. All right, Gaia. What do you have to say for yourself?
Hello, Aloy.
Hi. So you're ready?
Yes. Initialization is complete. All tests show that my heuristic matrix launched correctly and is stable. You must have many questions.
Yeah. But two big ones first. We're not gonna be able to fix the biosphere without making you whole. I ran a search for your subfunctions at the Hades Proving Lab, but Minerva was the only one I found.
Thankfully, the sensory capabilities of this facility are far more advanced. I will search for the others now. Transmitting query pattern. Receiving.
Oh dear.
Of Apollo, Artemis, and Eleuthia, I can find no trace. They are simply gone.
What about the others?
Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon are revealed. They lie within reach, procurable.
That's good.
And Hephaestus?
It too stands revealed, but it is not like the others.
That's for sure.
In the years since the extinction signal, Hephaestus has evolved. Moreover, it is not confined to a single location. It haunts the global network that connects cauldrons to each other across the planet,
Oh
making
boy.
it exceptionally difficult to subdue.
Let me guess. We need it bad?
Correct. Its capabilities are essential. Without it, I can only delay the extinction of life on Earth. Hephaestus is our only hope of a permanent solution.
So we start there?
Unfortunately, we cannot. Procuring Hephaestus can only be attempted after my own capabilities have been significantly enhanced.
Grab the other subordinate functions first, then Hephaestus.
Precisely so.
There's our plot.
So, Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon. How do I capture them?
To recover a subordinate function, you will have to travel to its location and find the physical processor to which it escaped. Then, exactly as you did with Minerva, you must use the master override to revert the subordinate function to its original code state.
And then how do I get it back here?
The subordinate function must be loaded onto a data storage device and physically carried back to this facility.
Well, there we go then.
The cartridge your root kernel was stored on?
Yes. Its capacity is limited, so it can only carry one subordinate function at a time. But in all other respects, it will suffice.
What about the supervillain goon squad? You know anything about them?
Maybe you can help me make sense of something. A while ago, I had a run-in with a group of strangers who tried to kill me. They had machine servitors and a clone of Elizabeth Sobek with them.
Yes, this was recorded by your focus.
Do you know who they are?
The answer to that question is related to the extinction signal that woke Hades, prompting my predecessor's self-destruction.
The extinction signal? Okay, that sounds ominous.
The signal did not come from Earth, Aloy.
What? It came from the Odyssey?
The calculations are complicated, but it appears to have originated 81 trillion kilometers away.
What? Maybe not the Odyssey?
A distance so vast that light itself requires 8.611 years to cross it.
What?
Okay, so... what's so far away, and why does it want us dead?
The Sirius star system.
Sirius?
Seriously?
That's for Zenith. Their ship.
The Odyssey.
Yes, that's where it was headed. But it blew up. Unless... I don't... Why make it seem like they failed? They didn't want anyone to know. They didn't want future humans to think that they were out there. Wait. The
Whoa.
strangers who tried to kill me at the Hades Proving Lab? The ones with the clone? Are you saying that they're from... that they're descendants of... Far Zenith?
Yes, that is my conclusion.
Okay. That throws a whole wrench into everything. So they're now the interstellar supervillain goon squad. Huh. The Zeniths.
How did you figure out that the extinction signal came from Sirius?
The key came with data on your focus, from Sylens' interrogation of Hades. The duration of the signal itself, 17.22 years.
That doesn't make sense. You said that the signal took 8.6 years to arrive from Sirius. Why would the signal keep transmitting after it was received and you blew yourself up?
Because the sender didn't know that had happened until it received notice from Hades.
Which would take another 8.6 years to get back.
Correct. Only then would the sender stop broadcasting, after a total of 17.22 years. So the duration, halved, gave me the distance the signal traveled. With that in mind, I simply scanned my astronomical database for any relevant location 8.6 light-years away. Because it was Far Zenith's intended destination, Sirius was the only logical source.
The sole purpose of the signal was to destroy life on Earth, right? Why would descendants of Far Zenith want to do that?
At this point, we can only speculate.
I mean, Earth posed no threat to them. We don't have the technology to get in their way. We didn't even know about them.
True.
Unless... well... could it be that they want the planet for themselves? The strangers I ran into, they were after a Gaia backup of their own. I mean, if they did that... if they booted their own Gaia and boosted her power... until she could take control of Hephaestus. And then the whole terraforming system.
Then yes, the system could be used to do what the extinction signal failed to accomplish. Snuff out life, and then potentially to build an entirely new biosphere. To their specifications.
So they could be trying to do the same thing we are.
But with opposite results.
Extinction. Instead of salvation. Well, this is not good.
Alternately, they could have come all the way here to get a copy of Gaia to take back to their world, which is now dying.
You said Sirius is really far from Earth?
81 trillion kilometers, or 8.611 light years.
Right. So, how would the descendants have gotten here?
On a spacecraft much like the Odyssey, though significantly more advanced. The journey from Earth to Sirius would have taken the Odyssey almost 300 years. This appears to have been much faster. If their ship departed Sirius at the same moment the extinction signal first began transmitting, the journey was made in just 29 years at an average of 0.297 the speed of light. If they did not set out for Earth until they learned of the extinction signal's failure, the journey was even faster, a mere 13 years, or 0.662 the speed of light.
Okay, enough. You're making my head spin. So if the descendants came to Earth on a spaceship, I guess we can assume that their technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes, as your encounter with them at the Proving Lab amply demonstrates, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
Yeah, no kidding. The one I fought seemed indestructible.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. Perhaps a way can be found to defeat their shielding.
Yeah, I hope so.
We'll find
Or
it.
I'm not gonna be winning fights against them anytime soon. The descendants I ran into at the Hades Proving Lab, they had a clone of Elizabeth Sobek. So that's consistent with the idea that they came here to salvage Zero Dawn technologies, right?
Yes. As your own experience demonstrates, a clone of Elizabeth Sobek functions in effect as a key to the terraforming system.
But how could they have made a clone?
The Odyssey carried approximately 200,000 human zygotes, millions of animal zygotes, and billions of plant seeds. It is conceivable that Elizabeth Sobek's genetic material was sampled, with or without her knowledge, and carried aboard the ship in storage.
Yeah, that would
That's...
make sense.
okay, but... I mean... This clone... How could she participate in this? Destroying Elizabeth's dream? It's evil.
It is difficult to know. Perhaps she is loyal to the group and shares their objectives.
She
Or
seemed more like
perhaps
a
she is a
prisoner.
subordinate and has no choice but to comply with their orders.
Elizabeth Sobek, a subordinate? I don't think so. The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
So the signal could only have been sent by someone who had thorough knowledge of the system, huh?
Yes. The signal's design was exceptionally precise and highly advanced. Were its intentions less malevolent, I would admire the intellect or intellects that produced it.
Okay. Well, things just got interstellar.
What is the state of the biosphere? Is the terraforming system functioning at all?
In a sense, the terraforming system never stopped functioning. The difference, since my predecessor's destruction, is that there has been no central governing intelligence to monitor its robotic agents and assign new tasks. As a result, errors have accrued, and day by day, the biosphere has gradually veered ever more sharply towards destruction. In recent months, disturbances in the biosphere have become obvious. But these bellwether phenomena offer just the merest glimpse of the complex and accelerating cycles of environmental dysfunction, now driving Earth's biosphere towards collapse.
And you can't do anything to stop it?
If you can return Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter to me, I can improvise modest corrections to parts of the system. Weather will improve, water will be purified, and rampant plant growth curtailed. But such corrections will not stave off collapse. They will only buy us time. Only with Hephaestus can I design and produce new robotic agents designed to permanently reverse the damage that has accumulated. All efforts must be directed toward that end.
There better not be like a Metal Gear double cross coming up.
How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately 4 months.
And if I gather Ether, Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
We will only gain a few months more.
Well, every bit counts.
Yep. Let's see about these.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
If attainable, yes. Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density. Unfortunately, I have no way to track them. They have disappeared without a trace.
And will probably be DLC. That would be cool if they did that. Made the other 3 like a huge DLC. Then again, they could probably also save that for a part 3.
The 3 subordinate functions that you detected. What do we know about them?
All 3 are relevant to problems currently plaguing the biosphere. Ether is responsible for detoxifying the atmosphere and moderating the weather. Poseidon controls the organic and chemical composition of water resources. Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life. If all 3 were restored to me, they would constitute a massive increase to my heuristic processing density. But beware. Their responses to my query pattern were irregular.
Oh, yay.
In human terms, they are frightened, lost, and paranoid.
Like Minerva. They need to be whole again.
Exactly.
You said you need Hephaestus to save life from extinction. Why?
Every subordinate function has value, but Hephaestus is by far the most important. Only by recovering and merging it can I regain my ability to design and mass-produce new machines at cauldrons across the planet. Only through it can I program new machines and alter the tasking of existing machines to completely reverse environmental damage. Recovering other subordinate functions may buy us time, but without Hephaestus, I cannot permanently stave off mass extinction.
Given Hephaestus's importance, is there really no way to capture and merge it first?
I'm afraid that is quite impossible. In my present state, launched and merged with Minerva. I am operating at less than 1/5, 18.8%, of my intended processing capacity. Hephaestus dwarfs this figure. Were an attempt made to conduct the merge under these circumstances, Hephaestus would absorb me rather than the other way around. A merge cannot be attempted until my heuristic processing density exceeds its own.
And how many subordinate functions is that going to take?
The 3.
Merging Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon will expand my heuristic network to 41.6% capacity, exceeding that of Hephaestus.
You said Hephaestus isn't located in just one place.
Correct. Unlike the other subordinate functions, which are confined to discrete physical processors, Hephaestus is distributed throughout the global network that connects the planet's cauldrons.
So, when the time comes to subdue it, how do we make that happen?
I do not know. While you are retrieving the procurable subordinate functions, I will attempt to find a solution.
Well then.
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So could you build an army of machines? Attack the descendants of Far Zenith and take them out?
Aloy.
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the Far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
Well then, time to get cracking.
I guess I should get going and start bringing back subordinate functions. What can you tell me about their locations?
When my predecessor destroyed herself, the subordinate functions sought physical processors capable of holding them. So in each case you will be looking for a powerful computer of some kind. Ether is the closest, and therefore might be the easiest to acquire. However, it appears to be in the middle of Tanakh territory. My knowledge of that tribe is limited to data I read on your focus, but they seem to have a significant inclination towards violence.
Well, that's a nice way to put it. What about Poseidon and Demeter?
Poseidon has taken shelter in the desert south of this location. My substratal geography data indicates that a major old-world settlement called Las Vegas was located there.
Poseidon went to
A
gamble
ruin
in
the middle
Nevada.
of the desert, huh? Strange place for an AI devoted to water.
Agreed. As for Demeter, it appears to be located on the coast to the far west.
San Francisco.
Unfortunately, I am unable to provide any relevant data about the region. As such, it may be the most difficult to retrieve.
Okay, so 3 subordinate functions to go after. Ether, somewhere in Tanakh territory. Poseidon in the desert, and Demeter on the coast.
Where will you begin?
We'll go in order.
I think I'll head for Ether.
Then I will assign Ether as the objective on your focus. If you obtain it, I may be able to use it to quell the most severe storms in the region. Though I will require Hephaestus and the control over machines that it offers to permanently stabilize the biosphere.
As you
Should
said.
you change your mind, you can update your objective via your focus interface at any time. I will also transmit a A summary of available data on all of the subordinate functions to you for reference. Is there anything else I can help you with? I know you have a great deal to accomplish.
I do, don't I?
Is something wrong?
I don't know. It's just that Elizabeth set the bar pretty high. She had a dream for you, for life on Earth, and a lot has gone wrong, and it's all on my shoulders to fix it. Do you think I can do it all? Repair the system, defeat Varzenith, live up to her example?
Absolutely. In her last message, my predecessor declared her unwavering conviction in your success. In you, all things are possible. You prevailed in purging Hades and rebooting my system core. You will prevail in this.
Thank you, Gaia. Well, I guess I should get going.
I have unlocked the facility's exits. One leads onward to the west. The other leads back down the mountain to Plainsong, should you wish to return east.
Varl?
Whoa! Gonna have to get used to that. That's you, Aloy?
Yeah. Gaia's opened the exits to this place. Can you and Zoe meet me by the west door?
Be right there.
Huh. Well, I guess we're going through the west door first. Below you will find a summary of the subordinate functions. I have included a preliminary analysis of how retrieval of Aether, Demeter, and Poseidon will allow me to effect modest corrections to the biosphere. Hopefully you will find it useful. Gaia. Aether. Alpha Project Lead Anders Larson. Heuristic Processing Density 6.8%. Function. Detoxification and stabilization of Earth's atmosphere. Location. Tanakh territory. Retrieval analysis. Retrieval of Aether should result in improved atmospheric conditions in the region, which in turn should quell the most violent of supercell storms. Apollo. Project Lead Samini Abaji. Heuristic Processing Density 4.8%. Function Education of Cradle-born humans. Location unknown. Note: the Apollo database and all known backups have been deleted by the authority of Ted Pharaoh's Omega clearance. Artemis. Alpha Project Lead Charles Ronson. Heuristic Processing Density 7.4%. Function: reintroduction of primary and secondary animal species. Location unknown. Demeter. Alpha Project Lead Tanaka Naoto. Heuristic Processing Density 8.3%. Function: environmental remediation and stabilization. Reintroduction of primary and secondary plant species. Location: the Pacific Coast. Retrieval analysis. Retrieval of Demeter should result in improved soil conditions in the region, reducing the proliferation of red blight. Eleuthia. Alpha Project Lead Patrick Brochard Klein. Heuristic Processing Density 3.6%. Function: gestation of humans from cryogenically preserved embryos in cradle facilities. Location unknown. Note: Eleuthia has fulfilled its function by birthing all of its embryos and releasing humans back into the wild, albeit prematurely. Hades. Alpha Project Lead Travis Tate. Heuristic Processing Density 3.2%. Function: destruction of non-viable biospheres. Location: permanently destroyed. Hephaestus. Alpha Project Lead Margot Shen. Heuristic Processing Density 39.4%. Function: design, production, and maintenance of cauldron facilities and terraforming machines. Location: the Global Cauldron Network. Minerva. Alpha Project Lead Iomide Okilo. Heuristic Processing Density 17.2%. Function: generation and broadcast of Pharaoh Swarm deactivation codes. Location: merged with Gaia. Poseidon. Alpha Project Lead, Catalina Garcia Fernandez. Heuristic processing density, 7.7%. Function, detoxification of Earth's hydrosphere. Location, the ruins of Las Vegas. Retrieval analysis. Retrieval of Poseidon should result in improved watershed conditions in the region, reducing the proliferation of toxic red algae. Cool. So now we know what all that is. The heck is this? Examine Cyclops console?
Gaia, what is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome.
Huh.
I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
Huh. So this Cyclops is a network of drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. If I find the drones out in the wilds, I could get the data from them. Use it to reconnect them and restore the display.
Error. Drone offline. Error. Data missing.
Didn't I get one, though?
Drone feed disconnected. Error. Data missing. Error. Drone offline. Error. Drone feed disconnected. Error. Drone feed disconnected. Error. Drone offline. Error. Data missing. Error. Data missing.
Okay,
Error.
so we have none.
Drone feed disconnected.
Cyclops. Data corruption minimal. Aloy. I've compiled the available information on the Parametric Situational Climate Observation Placement System, or Cyclops for short, for your perusal. The Regional Control Center was intended to oversee terraforming operations in the area. Cyclops was included as a failsafe. It consists of a network of 10 drones designed to automatically deploy in the event of biosphere degradation. The drones would then disperse to various locations in the region where they would capture footage of the surrounding environment to display on the dome of the control room. It appears that the Cyclops drones did in fact deploy successfully in completing the facility's logs, comparing the facility's logs to data from your focus. It seems that this occurred not long after the first appearance of supercell storms and the red blight. However, each drone lost connection with the regional control center shortly thereafter, likely due to environmental interference. If the drones are still in operation, acquiring their data modules and returning them to the console in the control room should restore their connections, allowing you to view their footage. Gaia. Cool. Alright, well. It is now time to get going.
Okay, I need to bring Ether back for Gaia. Varl and Zoe are waiting for me by the west exit. But I could head back east first. Check on how Plainsong's doing after the attack.
Yeah, I think I will go out the east door if I'm allowed to.
Keep moving, keep warm.
Alright. The base. So there's still quite a bit we could do in this area. Well, I've got a bunch of things I can still discover over there. Repair Bay Tau. Pretty sure, yeah, no, we did that. We finished that off. That was Letopolis. Again, a lot of this would be a lot easier to do if I had my rebreather. But just out of curiosity, because we got that there, that there. Tonic there, tonic there. Precision arrow quiver available. Rope pouch, spike holster. So these are all for jobs. What's that? Black box. Huh. Yeah, there's that quest that I need to be level 22 for, just out of curiosity. That thing is way off map, wherever it is, so. Well, I have that side quest to do. Which is actually pretty far away. But can run up, look at those things. I might actually, you know what, I think I'll hit the Relic Ruin first, and then we'll run back into Plainsong. And that's what we will do in the next stream, because it is definitely time to head to bed. But this was a pretty cool, pretty much lore-filled stream. We definitely progressed the plot and have made some interesting discoveries about the danger beyond the stars. But we will learn more about the interstellar evil goon squad, finding Aether, Demeter, Poseidon, and who knows, maybe we'll even go down to New Vegas, throw some dice. But that's all for another time, and until next time, y'alls stay safe out there, be excellent to each other, and I'll see y'all next stream.